You're on there, on late.
Hello and welcome to Cortown for the Boinne semi-final between Trim and St Michael's. We're live on Reds TV. It's 3 minutes to throw in here, so we have a little bit of time to go through the teams. The Trim team lines up as follows. In goals, Peter Farrell. Full back line, Jared Wan, Luke Moran and Decky Dowling. Half back line, actually we don't know the half back line until we see them line out. We think it's Conor Quigley, James Toher and Kevin Nally. Midfield, Rob Burke, Sean Fitzgerald. Half forward line, Paul Munley, Kieran Joyce and Kieran Caulfield. And full forward line is Alan Douglas, Aaron Lynch and Owen O'Connor. Just seen the Trim team coming out now, just to confirm 6 and 7. Kevin Nally's coming out anyway, he's going to be 7. So 6 looks like it's going to be James Toher, which means Kieran O'Rourke's not playing. So with me on co-commentary and camera duty is Rory Dowling. So Rory, we have our Meath hurlers and our Conor Quigley Meath under 20 player back in action, their first game of the year. So Kevin has thrown them straight into action.
Yeah, Conor actually played a few minutes over in Longwood, I think, that night, but that was the only time that he played. But yeah, thrown them back in, and so it just shows the strength and depth we have now. He's a couple of lads on the line there. Mark Malloy back from illness. Kieran O'Rourke, who's been, I think I heard CJ describe him in the hurling commentary there last weekend, ultra consistent. And we've Bino there as well, who's been quite lively in the early rounds of this competition. So nice strength and depth there for Trim. Blustery old evening here, Maudie. The sunshine is gone.
Yeah, very blustery. We're all in our sponsored Reds TV gilets this evening, and if anyone wants to sponsor a few woolly hats, they would be much appreciated too. Just go through the St Michael's team. In goals is Jason O'Donnell. Full back line, Kieran O'Reilly, Matthew Halpin and Ben Riley. Half back line is Chris Drew, Mark Stafford and Sam Brody. Midfield, Keane Sheridan and Phelan O'Reilly. Half forward line is Keane McFadden, Shane McDonald and Brian O'Reilly. And the full forward line is Owen Meehan, Jamie Farley and David Lynch. Shane McDonald, who's wearing 11, he scored 2-4 for them last week. Owen Meehan and David Lynch, they're kind of two guys who have been around for a few years on the intermediate circuit and two good footballers now. They'll be the dangerous guys to watch. So Michael's finished top of their group, won all 5 games. Most recently they beat Meath Hill by a point in Meath Hill, which was effectively a quarter final. Both of them had won all their games to qualify for this. So again, Rory, this possibly or probably would be the last game before the hurling final and before the first round of the 2021 football championship. So this should be a good test for us.
Should be, and other than the Oldcastle game in the group stages, Maudie Trim have kind of cantered through the group. I think the Michaels games were a little bit closer. You were running through their scores there. The Meath Hill game a couple of weeks ago was effectively a quarter final. It was the last round of the group and the winner was to qualify for this, so I'm sure that had a competitive edge to it. The Trim lads kind of saunter through most of their games, so it'll be interesting to see, with a few changes in personnel, the lads coming back in that you mentioned, if we can hit the ground running and show that pace and intensity that we've shown in the earlier games with the new lads coming in. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, Maudie. It should be great. See the referee doing some interesting stretches there in the middle of the field.
Yeah, I did hear the St Michael's guys as I was walking by them while they were stretching. One of the players was speaking and saying Trim have walked through every game so far this year. They won't walk through tonight. So again, hopefully it is a good test and a good game of football. So we're just waiting for the teams to come out of their huddles.
We have to apologise for the view tonight. Jimmy Canty took his jeep on holidays, and we're not up at the height tonight. So when we go to the left hand side, you'll see the pole, and we get hard to get the far corner. So apologies for that, but we have a good view of the rest of the pitch.
Rory, just before we start, can we pan to Mark Gilson in there, who's just I see him on the sideline celebrating his 48th birthday yesterday.
Thanks, buddy. 48.
No, 43, I'd say. And he looks it too.
And just in case you got to peel away at any stage during the coverage tonight, you can keep up to date with scores on Twitter. We're on @TrimGA Club the scores are there this evening. Okay, ready to go, I think, Marty?
Yeah, ready to go. Referee, 2 balls on the pitch. Actually, it's number 16 for St Michael's in goals. Let's hope it's still Jason O'Donnell. If it's not, then apologies to whoever it is.
And I just noticed that Kieran Caulfield is actually wearing 10 and Paul Mundy is wearing 12.
That's okay. We can tell those apart. We're okay.
First game of this level, Marty?
First intermediate game, he played the Premier game over in Ashbourne, and the ball is thrown in, and it is won by St Michael's. Surrounded by 3 trim men straight away. I think he's entitled to a free, but the referee may be setting a precedent if he's going to let that go all night. Early ball in to Aaron Lynch. Aaron takes on Matthew Halpin straight away. Takes a shot from a tightish angle, and it's wide. Maybe I think Aaron had room to take him on there, Rory.
He did. He had half a yard. He could have. He was at a tight angle there. He could have worked his way back across. Dougie was in a good position in the middle of the field. But anyway, look at good start from Trim.
Yeah. Jason O'Donnell now with the kick out. Jason goes straight down the middle. It's up towards Rob Burke, who is fouling his man, who is Phelan O'Reilly. 2 big men there. Phelan, right footed, goes long in towards Luke Moran. Luke, not sure if that came off Luke's hands. It did, yeah. Luke picking up Oran Meehan. Yeah, 45, which will be taken by centre forward Shane McDonnell. Hard to know which way the wind is going. It is very blustery, as Rory said. It's kind of more going across the pitch, so won't suit a right footed kicker coming to this end. He'll have to give it straight on. Yeah, it's a great strike, but it's going to go to the left and wide. Peter Farrell coming out fairly quick, trying to get the ball on the tee. Yeah, just goes short to James Toher. James back to Luke Moran. Luke gets the head up. Bad pass, is intercepted. Oran Meehan on the ball. Oran, head up. Gives it away to Connor quickly. Connor gets the head up. Kieran Joyce demands the ball, gets out in front. Big gap there for Owen O'Connor and Aaron Lynch. If we go along, Jared one. Out to Kieran Joyce. Joyce takes on his man, hands it off to Aaron Lynch. Lynchy again goes at Matthew Halpin. Back out to Paul Munley. Munners. Owen O'Connor makes a brilliant run, gets out in front. Oh, the wing back is holding off Kieran Caulfield off the ball, and a good score by Owen O'Connor. Again, it was on earlier, but good direct ball by Paul Munley that time. Owen made a good run, got out in front, and a good score for Trim.
Yeah, there seems to be a nice bit of space here in their left half back position. That's 2 balls have been in there, and we've kind of a bit of joy from it there. That one, Owen took the good score, so yeah, good start.
Yeah, it looks like Alan Douglas is going to come out in general play. He's lining up as a corner forward for the kick out, and the kick out's gone straight to Alan. Poor kick out, but the centre back for St Michael's picks up. Good tackle by Aaron Lynch. Oh, he's blown for that one. He didn't blow for the one from the throw in, which I thought was a worse tackle than that. Matthew Halpin now with the free. He goes back to his keeper, Jason O'Donnell. The cry is let him have it. Owen O'Connor ignores that and tackles him. Tries to get it off and puts him under good pressure. The keeper does well under pressure. Comes out the field to Ben Riley. Ben's a little lucky to get away from Paul Munley. I think he's fouled as he plays that. Yeah, free where the ball landed. Fouled by Kieran Joyce. 10 Keane McFadden goes inside to Oran Meehan. Oran is all left foot, gives it back to McFadden. Tackled by Paul Munley. Oran Meehan made a good run off the ball, well read by James Toher. But it comes back to St Michael's. Can't see the number from here. Trim coming out with a good tackle. Kevin Alley. A good strong run by Luke Moran. Bursts out of defence. James Toher, head up. Gives it to Kieran Joyce. Joycey taking on his man. He's got to give it. Yeah, gives it to Sean Fitzgerald. Sean, he can give it to Aaron Lynch, who's out in front. Good tackle this time by Matthew Halpin. Puts Aaron under a bit of pressure. Nice chip pick by Aaron. Aaron is stretching for it. Dougie chips it. Should have went down it. Mark Stafford comes out with it. They go long again to Oran Meehan. Oran Meehan's picking up a good bit of ball early. He's taking on Luke this time. Half dispossessed. Regains it. Goes back. Handed inside. Well read again. This time by Conor Quigley. Jared Dwan, a little nudge in the back. Gets away with it. On Jamie Farley. Farley goes backwards to Chris Drew. That's a foul by Kieran Joyce on McFadden. McFadden, I think, tried to buy a few yards there.
Good intensity in both teams early on, Maudie.
Yeah, I think it's fairly obvious that Michaels are going to go long as much as they can. Luke Moran comes out with another ball, wins the free. Is the referee going to let him play on? He is. Thought about it. Alan Douglas now. First possession for Dougie. Gives it back to Sean Fitz. Sean, another bad pass. Oh, a little lucky to get away with that. Yeah, a little lucky there.
Yeah, but I just noticed that Trim are tackling very, very hard when St Michael's have the ball, which has been a feature early on. So it's good to see that continuing.
Yeah, Dougie goes long. Good ball. Great run by Aaron Lynch. Can't call a mark from a free. He was looking for a free. Yeah, the referee's right there. It was a free, Aaron. You can't call a mark from it. Oh, Decky Dowling on it. It's just kind of muscled out of it by Jamie Farley, who's, let's just say, Decky's given a few inches and a few stones to it. And he goes quick. We're in possession here now. Kieran Joyce takes on his man. He tackled by Mark Stafford. Yeah, kind of went with his foot and his hands at the same time. Back to Sean Fitzgerald. Sean will drive. A chance of a score now. Shawnee gets the head down. Curls a good score. Yeah. Nice angle for a right-footed kicker there, and Shawnee, a good kick, just curls it over. Yeah, Decky Dowling did well there against the bigger man.
Yeah, as you say, he's given him a good few inches there, but he just used his pace there when the ball broke. Decky managed to get his body between the man and the ball and one possession. Good.
Jason O'Donnell now with the kick out. Jason coming out this side again. James Tower competes for it. Alan Douglas gets a good hand on it. He can take them on here. Kieran Caulfield. Not a great pass to Aaron Lynch. Aaron touches it on the ground, I thought. Again, the referee gets him away with it. Lynchy gives inside to Joycey. Joycey is dragged to the ground. So again, good fastball from Trim. Not taking too many hops and solos out of it there. We're letting the ball go early.
Yeah, and Kieran was patient there. I think he ran through probably his first possession on his left foot there. Maybe I would have seen him last year maybe taking a go with that himself, but he decided, went patient and passed the ball on, and we worked the free, and Lynchy's up to tap it over.
Yeah, Lynchy taps it over. So we're coming up to 7 minutes gone. It's Trim 3, St Michael's no score. And Trim have left the big man free right in the middle of the field there. Sure who's picking him up. Decky Dowling has gone over to pick him up. Sean Fitzgerald is picking up Jamie Farley. I think Trim think he's going to be the target from the kick out. As the wind picks up in the background, going across the pitch. Jamie's curled it into the wind. Good catch by Rob Burke, calls the mark. Goes sidewards to Sean Fitzgerald. He can give it to Conor Quigley. No, he doesn't. Shawnee, calling for Conor Quigley to drive on by him. Conor does that. Now Conor can go. He's got space to drive into. A couple of men inside him. Gives it to Kieran Caulfield. Kieran on the left. Slots if he can. Yeah, good score by Kieran. Yeah, good score. Good score by Kieran Caulfield. Good strong run by Sean Fitzgerald and Conor Quigley as well. Again, good direct fast play from Trim.
Yeah, great. Delighted for Kieran now. I hope he's settling down. If he had any nerves at all, he hasn't shown them. If he certainly hasn't shown them early on. But great start.
Jason O'Donnell, another kick out. Wing back goes short for Kieran Caulfield, picks up the run. Jason, better kick this time. It's hanging a bit. That's a push in the back from Jamie Farley, I would have thought. Indeed it is. On Rob Burke, Trim can go early here again. Owen O'Connor makes another good run off the ball. Decky Dowling finds him. Good hands by Owen. Can he take his man on? Good run by Paul Munley. He's got Joycey inside him if he can give it. Oh, he's gone to ground. And I think, sideline ball to St Michael's, is it? I think that's a neutral umpire, so we'll have to take his word from it the far side. St Michael's go short. Yeah, Trim have put on a lot of pressure here. He's no real options. He gets short. He does well in the end into Shane McDonald. Well bottled up by James Toher. And now St Michael's can break up the field. Jamie Farley tries to hand it off quickly. Kieran Caulfield intercepts. Again, we have a Lynchy inside who can go early. Rob Burke has it. Gives it into the corner. to Lynchy. Now he's a long way from goal. Gives it Joycey. Joycey called 1-2, but he goes back to Conor Quigley. Conor has to carry it now. He's no options inside. Trim have to be patient. To Aaron Lynch. Aaron loads up the right boot. I think that's going to slice wide, is it? Yeah. I think Aaron just should have been a bit more patient there, especially with that breeze. That was a very tough shot to take on.
Yeah, definitely. When he came out short to get the ball, there was nobody left inside. Conor quickly kind of made a run from deep, but he was picked up. There was Michaels had 3 men inside there, so Aaron should have just recycled it. But anyway, 4 points, no score. Very good start.
Yep, just over 10 minutes gone. Jason O'Donnell, another kick out. What's he giving there? Halpman takes a short. Good pressure by Kieran Caulfield. Great pressure, Kieran Caulfield and Paul Munley. They won the ball, but the cornerback from Michaels, Kieran O'Reilly, wins it. He goes short to Brian O'Reilly. Brian O'Reilly back to Matthew Halpin. Matthew will go long. I think that's going to be a sideline, is it? No, that's to Davy Lynch, who's out in front of Jared Wan. He's taken him on, trying to beat Jared 2 or 3 times, but Jared's kept him out. Has to go backwards. Back to McDonald. Shane McDonald is the scorer in chief. I think he's fouled there. Yeah, he is fouled there by James Toher. And free in to St Michael's. Foul on Shane McDonald. Probably going to be their first score after 11 minutes.
Yeah, needless free there. Was it James? I think it was James, that slid in. I mean, I think the worst outcome there was going to be he was going to tap the ball over for a point anyway. It just made it a bit easy for him. And you run the risk of picking up a black card or something, or even injuring yourself diving in, kind of a bit recklessly like that. But anyway, as you say, Michael should tap this over. Yeah,
Shane McDonald going to take his own free. Yeah, and he does tap over. Simple free. So first point on the board, just coming up to 12 minutes gone. Trim 4 points, St Michael's 1 point. Peter Farrell with his second kick out of the night. Peter goes long to the sideline towards Alan Douglas. Dougie tries to control it with his feet. Must be taking lessons from Sean Foley, but it doesn't quite pay off. Michaels goes short into Oran Meehan. Meehan turns Luke and wins a free. Yeah, I think he had advantage there. He could have played on, but Luke just left the hand in a little too long. So Oran Meehan with the left foot lines it up, takes free, strikes it into the wind. Probably had to strike that a little bit harder, because that he's essentially kicking it straight into the wind there from that side.
Yeah, that crossfield breeze makes it difficult, I think, for free takers from either side of the ground, but particularly, as you say, from that side for the left-footed kicker. But anyway, Trim just need to settle down. Michael's got their foot back in this game now in the last couple of minutes. Yeah,
we do possession. Peter kicks it along towards Kieran Caulfield. Kieran is in behind his man. Rob Burke comes away with it. Muscles off a man, gives a hand pass to Conor Quigley. Conor can play it on to Kieran Caulfield. Yeah, now Kieran has a bit of space, he can go with it. Gives it to Joycey. Kieran gives it to Aaron Lynch. Aaron to Conor Quigley. Trim need to be patient here. Rob Burke to Joycey. Joycey off the shoulder to Dougie. Dougie gets the hands free, gives it to Conor Quigley. Conor can go for a goal and scores a good goal. Conor Quigley.
I think the difference there, Mody, was the patience that we spoke about the last move. They were patient that time, and Conor is making great runs here from wing back, and Dougie did well there, held onto the ball through the tackle and then popped Conor in for a great finish.
Yeah, goal for Trim. So 1-4 to 1 point. Good finish by Conor Quigley as well. Kept it low. Jason O'Donnell with the kick out again. Goes long. Sean Fitzgerald competes very well down to Kieran Caulfield. To Alan Douglas. Alan goes down the wing to Aaron Lynch. Good hand in by Matthew Halpin. And brave there from Kieran O'Reilly, the cornerback. I think he's injured himself there. Yeah, the referee could hold that up. Kieran O'Reilly went for the ball on the ground. The referee, I don't think, seen the injured player. Oran Meehan has been very lively so far. Gets out in front of Luke Moore and turns him. He's taken on Conor Quigley. Good tackle by Conor, holds him up. Rob Burke's a little high there. No hand up from the referee. He's playing on. Michaels go across the field. Oh, a bit clumsy by Rob, a bit high there on Phelan O'Reilly.
He had him turned. He was going to overcarry the ball. He didn't need to go in.
Shane McDonald has come a long way out to take this. It's the 45. He's just inside the 45 actually. Be a good score on a blustery night. Yeah, I think the wind's going to hold it up. Drops short. Good catch by Rob Burke under his own goal. Comes out to Kevin Alley. Kevin hands it off to Alan Douglas. Alan has Kieran Joyce ahead of him. Just can't get it off with his left foot. So he lines up his man, takes him on, beats Oren Meehan. Attacks with a bit of pace, takes a lot of steps. Hands it off to Sean Fitzgerald. Again, Sean can get the head up. Yeah, he was right to hold on to it. And the referee has seen a foul inside. Matthew Halpin fouling Aaron Lynch there. He had done well the last couple of balls, got a hand in, but yeah, I think Aaron might have just gotten away from him, and a little tug in the jersey. From a defender's point of view, it's a little bit of hard luck when the referee sees it, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Matthew's pleading a bit of innocence there. He thinks that Lynchy was holding his arm, but anyway, I like the shape here down this side, particularly Maudie a trim here. Conor Quigley and Kieran Caulfield seem to be working very, very well down this flank, and with Dougie coming out and playing as an extra man around the middle of the field, it gives Trim an awful lot of extra strength around the middle of the field. Dougie's such a strong runner with the ball when he gets it, so I certainly like the shape so far.
Absolutely, yeah. And just 16 minutes gone. The referee's called for the water break. It's Trim 1-5, St Michael's 1 point. The goal from Conor Quigley, Aaron Lynch has 2 frees, and Sean Fitzgerald and Owen Connor both have 1 point each. Good start from Trim. St Michael's have come back into it a little bit. But yeah, all to play for. Rory, any other observations?
No, as I said, just like I know we're probably standing this side, we're seeing the play probably a little bit, it's closer to us, but Conor and Kieran, like for his debut at this level, is he's we all know how good a footballer he is, and he's certainly proven that here tonight so far. He's been very calm on the ball, he's been strong, in a 50-50 ball, and he got a good score too. So it's great. It's a great start for him. The Michaels, just to be patient. I think the scores have come when we've been patient on the ball around the half forward line here and waiting for the runs to come from deep.
Andy.
I think because Michael seems to be dropping more men back now to cover to prevent Aaron getting all that space. So yeah, but you have to be very happy. Peter hasn't been under any threat at all in the goals. Luke and Decky have their hands full there in the full back line. Michael's most of the ball seems to be going down the far side of the field. Jared hasn't had a whole lot. Or
Meehan is giving Luke plenty of trouble there. I suppose a smaller guy with low centre of gravity always gives a taller guy a bit of trouble on the turn.
Yeah, and Oran's has been a good player for Michael's over the last 3 or 4 years or more. So so Trim just need to keep up the work, keep working through the lines with the ball, and just be patient and wait and take.
Yeah, I see the rain has arrived now here as well. We're under a little bit of cover here, but it seems to be raining out in the pitch there, so the ball will be a little bit more greasy. So it's going to restart. It'll be another kick out for Jason O'Donnell. The Keane McFadden, the wing forward, has come the full width of the pitch and has gone along. Trim have held their shape. Rob Burke bats it down towards Kieran Joyce. Joyce was just caught in his heels a little bit. Paul Munley wins it, comes away with it, doesn't pick it up, picks it up with his left foot, hands it off to James Toher. James gets the head up, takes on Shane McDonald, away to Kieran Joyce. Joyce goes backwards to Sean Fitzgerald. Sean has loads of time and space here. Again, a nice little gap there for Owen O'Connor in that little right pocket. Oh, bad pass by Sean. So Michael's come away with it through Brian O'Reilly. Gives it Shane McDonald, the danger man. Oh, it's a silly foul by Paul Munley. He could be looking at a black card here. Or be look worse than it was, but he did drag him to the ground. So the letter of the law will be a black card. No, it's a yellow card.
Yeah, he got away with one there.
Rory, explain that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It was cynical play, all right, by Munners there. He probably Trim were lucky. I think there was only a yellow.
Yeah, a bit of a loose free there from Phelan O'Reilly as well, but they've retained possession. He comes forward with it again. Phelan hands it off. Sam Brody to the cornerback who shipped the heavy tackle there a few minutes ago, Kieran O'Reilly. Back to Phelan O'Reilly. Back to Shane McDonald. Shane, he's going to be the main playmaker. Tries to play. Oh, good ball inside. Catches Decky Dowling out, but Decky gets a great hand in and strips away the wet ball. Rob Burke can go quickly to Dougie. Plays it behind him. Dougie has to go back for it, but he comes out with it. Out to James Toher, who is breaking down the wing there. James solos it forward, gives it to Joycey. Joycey goes back to Paul Munley. Munners tries to play the ball inside to Aaron Lynch. Traps a good ball off a wet surface and a good score. Yeah, great score by Aaron Lynch. Again, good score from Trim there. The length of the pitch basically came from Rob Burke with a free on our 14 metre line.
Yeah, and as we spoke about earlier on, Dougie back deep there, getting possession of the ball and working up the field. Lynchy just had he was a half yard in front of his man that time. The last couple of balls had gone in. Matthew Hopkins had a hand in, breaking the ball away from Lynchy, but that time Lynchy managed to get out and get clean possession.
Oh, Munners just got a hand to it. I thought it was gone by him, but Chris Drew came away with it, gives it forward to Keane McFadden. McFadden takes on Kevin Nally, hands it inside to Orr Meehan. No, Kevin Nally, Kevin blocked the hand pass but then touched on the ground. Back to Shane McDonald, and again see the tricky conditions there. The ball just skidded in front of him and he wasn't able to control it, whereas we saw Lynchy was able to control the first touch back here. It's a dangerous ball to Joycey, but Joycey beats his man with a good turn there as Mark Stafford. Joycey out to James Toher. James under a bit of pressure, goes to Conor Quigley. Conor comes right to Jared Wan. Jared has a good bit of space. His man David Lynch comes towards him. Jerry comes out towards the right sideline, goes back to Decky Dowling, gives it to Sean Fitzgerald. Sean cuts inside, goes to Conor Quigley. Conor to Fitzy again. Fitzy will take his man on. Fitzy, good strong handoff. Oh, it's a bit harsh. Davy Lynch. Decky Dowling reads it. Oh, the hop beats him, but it goes tapped back to James Toher. James ducking and diving. I can see over the dugout. Back to Sean Fitzgerald. Back to Decky Dowling. We have a ball down the line to Aaron Lynch here. Oh, the sweeper tries to read it. It's going to hop over him. Aaron Lynch gets his hand on it. Referee waves play on. I thought there was a free there. Kieran Joyce cries no free and then pulls the jersey. David Lynch inside to Owen, towards Owen O'Connor's man. Owen putting under pressure. David Lynch comes out with it. Kieran Joyce misses the tackle. Owen O'Connor misses it. Dougie stops him. Chris O'Reilly coming out with the ball. Ref gives a free. Goes short to Phelan O'Reilly. O'Reilly beats Rob Burke. Rob pulls at the jersey. Good strong run by Phelan O'Reilly straight through the middle. Hands it off. Oh, ball into the corner or the wing back. Good block by James Toher, but it rebounds to the 7, who kind of pulls wildly in it. He still has it. 7 is Sam Brody. I tell Kieran Caulfield. Kieran, we can break quickly here now if Joyce gives it quick. Lynchy's out in front. It's going to be a tough one to control. Oh, he drops it. He should have caught it. He can take on his man though. Bit of space there to take on Matthew Halpin. Goes back on the right foot. That's going to be tough into the wind. Has it gone over the bar? Has it? Did the goalie fist it over? Did Nolan Connor fist it over? I think we'll give it to Lynchy.
Our full back line, Maudie.
Almost a half goal chance there for Sam Brody, and we broke the length of the pitch. Jamie O'Donnell goes over this side again. Good kick out. Conor Quigley contests it, breaks it down. Dougie gets the hand out, can't strip it. Keane O'Reilly goes to Stafford, the centre back. He plays a poor ball down. Jared Wan, good catch under a little bit of pressure from Davy Lynch. Sherry goes back to Peter Brennan, or Peter Farrell even. Peter's on the bench. Decky Dowling onto Sean Fitz. Sean takes on his man, beats him. Good strong run through the middle. Good pressure though as well. Jersey pull, Owen O'Connor half blocked down. The referee had ended the advantage, probably rightly. He played long enough. Jamie O'Donnell again puts his man under pressure. Good pressure from Kevin Nally as well. Can't control it, sideline to Trim. And again, we're trying to get the ball in quickly. Lynchy takes it to Joycey. Joycey drops it. Oh, good turn by Owen O'Connor. He was going one way, went the other one. Beat his man. Can he give it off the shoulder to Dougie? Can Dougie keep it low? Oh, nearly, very nice. Sorry, Rory, you want to come in there?
I was just saying, I thought the play had got a little bit scrappy after that shower of rain at the water break, but it's Trim that are still managing to keep the scoreboard ticking over. Michaels haven't scored, I don't think, since the water break.
No, Michaels haven't scored since their only point came after 11 minutes there. It's 1-8 to Trim, 1 point to St Michael's. I never restarted the clock. So we're at the referee's discretion here. Sean Fitz, good hand. We've contested every kick out very well. Made it into a breaking ball. Brian O'Reilly goes back to Mark Stafford. Mark to Jamie Farley, who's come a long way out the field. A bad pass. Put a lot of pressure on Brian O'Reilly. Jamie Farley under pressure from Munners, under pressure from Joycey, breaks out with it. Briotti, the cornerback or the wing back, was out to Shane McDonald. He's going to take on James Toher now along the left hand sideline, inside to Oran Meehan, who hasn't got to supply a ball now in this quarter. Back to Shane McDonald, who's well held up by Conor Quigley, but he still gives a good pass in to Oran Meehan. Oran has a good chance. Great save with Peter Farrell. Oran Meehan, he shot with his right foot, went back across. Peter, he should have kept going with a stronger left. 2 hops by Jared Wan, gets away with it. Gives it out to Alan Douglas. Dougie, has he got an out ball? Great ball down the line. Good strong run by Conor Quigley. Conor has Joycey inside him. He can give it to Owen O'Connor. No, he was indecisive there. Well intercepted by Jamie Farley. Comes out the wing to Keane O'Reilly. Back to the other midfielder, who is Keane Sheridan. Sheridan gives it to Matthew Halpin, the full back. Wouldn't be noted for his scoring. Peter Farrell keeps it in. I think Peter thought there was a touch on it yet. Back to Alan Douglas. Dougie goes with the outside of the right. Brilliant ball to Aaron Lynch. Can he get it into Owen O'Connor, who's 1-on-1 inside? Good. Owen O'Connor made the run in behind the cornerback, then came out in front of him. He's going to take him on. No, he take his point. Lovely score. Brilliant foot pass from Alan Douglas there.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant, yeah. I mean, Trimmer spoiled for choice. There was a time we would have had to maybe play Dougie inside because we lack of firepower inside in the full forward line. But now the advantage has been shown there, being able to play him out the field. He's just he's having a great game.
A couple of changes there from St Michael's, I think, is it? It's a Keane Sheridan, one of the midfielders, seems to be coming off here, or maybe he's just coming over wing forward. No, he's coming off, and number 20 is coming on, and Jamie O'Donnell kicks it to no one in particular, but St Michael's do come away with it. Keane O'Reilly goes across the field to Chris Drew. Hasn't got too many possessions so far. Clips it inside towards Shane McDonald. Back to Keane McFadden. I heard Paul Munley let out a little cry there as he went down. Free in for St Michael's. Not sure who gave the foul away there, Rory.
No, Decky wasn't maybe, but Paul came off over in Ashbourne that night, Maudie too, with a bit of an injury. He came off in the first half, so I hope some sort of reoccurrence there maybe. Sorry, I didn't follow the camera.
No, or Meehan took it free fairly quickly and just tapped it over. Second point for St Michael's.
The referee is holding the play up now.
Bit of attention to Paul Munley. Of course, now with the county hurlers back, we have plenty of options on the bench. We had options before. Looks like Mark Molloy is it in the blue top that's warming up the far side.
Yeah, closest to the dugout anyway. Yeah, there's a couple of other lads stretching further down, but Mark must have been called down just in case Munners can't continue.
Yeah, looks like Keane Downs is one of the other ones warming up there.
Munners is up.
Munners up. I'd say it's probably pretty close to half time. Peter with the kick out now. He's going to go long. He calls Dougie and kicks it straight to Dougie, who catches it, wins the mark. Dougie. Oh, good pass again. Oh, no communication there between Joycey and Aaron Lynch. Oh, and Joycey fouls the man then coming out with the ball. Now, Phelan O'Reilly. He's going to go long. Luke Moran straight out in front for this one. Luke will gobble those up and gives a good long hand pass. 2 hops into Joycey. Joycey can keep it in. He does keep it in. skips around the man into Sean Fitzgerald. Fits it back to Kevin Nally. First foray forward inside to Rob Burke. Burkey gets the head up. He wants to take a shot, but no, wrong option. Yeah, out to the left and wide. And he should have been a bit more patient there, Rory.
Yeah, Lynchy had kind of made a bit of a loop and run towards him, and I think some of the earlier games you've seen the ball going to Lynchy nearly all the time. So
Jamie O'Donnell towards the centre back is Mark Stafford, under a little bit of pressure, plays it on the ground. Keane McFadden comes out with it. Kevin Nally, yeah, look, the man was ducking down there, so it probably looked a bit high. Out to 12 is Brian O'Reilly. Good pressure from Owen O'Connor. Yeah, referee's giving a free. Again, you can see players slipping and sliding there, find it hard to keep their feet on the wet on top and a hard surface underneath. Again, a poor hand pass from St Michael's. Davy Lynch does well to control it. Lynch outside of the right. Jamie Farley comes in for it. Under pressure from Alan Douglas. Back to the substitute, number 20. Alan Douglas and Jared Dwan both tackle him. Can't really see from here. Jamie Farley gets it back to Shane McDonald. McDonald gets his head up. Good crossfield ball to the wing backs. Chris Drew. Chris inside to Oran Meehan. Bottle up this time by Luke Moore. Still beats him. Goes back. Luke bottles him up again. Outside the right. Wide from Chris Drew. I think the corner, the wing back.
Two scores and frees all Michaels have so far, Maudie, is that right?
That is right, yeah. Oran Meehan and Shane McDonald. Kick out from Peter to Kieran Caulfield, wins the mark. Back to Conor Quigley. Conor, it's a little high for Owen Connor. Owen compete in the air though. Gets a hand on it to Aaron Lynch. Yeah, Aaron felt a little tug and put the brakes on, won the free. Very clever.
I get the impression the game seems to have opened up a little bit, Maudie, here. I don't know, I mean, Michaels do have a sweeper here, but he's playing more on the 45 rather than necessarily backing closer to the full back line. And Trim have adopted the kick pass a lot more in the last 10 minutes, and they're getting the rewards, and they're playing, there's a bit of space inside to the lads inside.
Aaron Lynch now with the free. Yeah, Aaron taps that over. 5th point for Aaron, 10th for Trim, 110 to Trim, 2 points for St Michael's. Jamie O'Donnell, kick out. Just can't get it placed on the tee. Chips it down towards the middle, towards Jamie Farley, the big man. Again, it's broken by Trim. Rob Burke. Kieran Joyce with a good early call. Can hand it off to Kieran Caulfield, just a little bit too far in front of him, to Aaron Lynch. Aaron he's pulled that one wide, I think, has he? Yeah. I think a little bit more communication there. We could have had a goal. But yeah.
Aaron got lucky there. I think the ball's up there. The referee's up there giving a 45 there. Must have got touched off his the defender's hand there.
Yeah. So again, this could be a nice one for Aaron if we can get a good angle on it. Just outside the right post and float her in theory. Yeah, that's exactly what he did.
You called it bang on, Maudie, yeah.
Six point for Aaron, 11th for Trim. Jamie O'Donnell with another kick out. Again, Trim have competed very well on the kick outs. St Michael's have tended to go long most of the time. There we go, half time. Again, no one really contested, but it was straight to Rob Burke pretty much. And half time, Trim 111, St Michael's 2 points, and Rory, fairly impressive stuff.
Yeah, Trim look very comfortable, don't they, Maudie? All over the place. I mean, we mentioned Oran Meehan is causing a bit of trouble inside in the full forward line, but he still hasn't managed to score from play. They had that one chance when he got through 1-on-1, but Peter Farrell pulled off a fantastic save there. But other than that, you know, our half back line has looked strong. Midfield are winning their ball. Half forward line has been very impressive. And and Dougie coming out have added a series of the steel to around the action area where the ball is, and then the lads inside are taking their scores. So I mean, it's a very, very all round rounded performance to say from Trim. So they're looking very strong.
Is there a third set of eyes? Any comment to make before we take a break for half time, John Andrews? A couple of observations to make.
I think this game, obviously we're playing very well, but just watching the two inside forwards and even the wing forwards, they're making the runs, and we're holding the ball up too much from half back line midfield again, putting our head down. As I said before, when we play the ball fast in and give and go for the man coming right down the middle, we're a far better team. We're well in control of this game, but that's just probably a critique, I suppose. But apart from that, playing very, very well.
Yeah, we might take a quick 5-minute break there.